No, I did not see it coming. I was getting ready for my prom, getting out the shower, and I got a call from Jay Brown, who works for Jay-Z, and he just told me, it's a nice run, kiddo, but, I gotta let you go. So that was the end of it, and I just kept it to myself for like 6 months. I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't want to deal with the questioning and all of that, so I just kept it to myself, and finally people started hearing it through the grapevine.
You kind of had like a mentor relationship with Jay-Z during that time?
Yeah, he was definitely a mentor. He was like a father figure.
Teairra Mari hasn't forgotten how the industry chewed her up and spit her out, and she's done forgiving the people she says destroyed her career because they feared her talent. Now, she's pointing straight at Beyoncé and Rihanna. She went from Rockefeller's golden girl to broke, blackballed, and blamed for her own collapse. One moment, she was crowned the next superstar. The next, she was drowning in lawsuits, brutal headlines, beef with 50 Cent, and getting dropped like a bad deal gone wrong. Now Teairra says none of it was random. According to her, echoing claims Nicki Minaj has hinted at Roc Nation played a dirty game. She alleges they siphoned money from her debut album, then positioned her as a threat to Beyoncé and Rihanna, knowing she'd never be allowed to win. The setup was the point.so. Here's the question that won't go away. Did Jay-Z sacrifice Teairra Mari to protect bigger stars who felt threatened by her shine? Let's dig in.
She's the princess.
The princess.
Yeah.
Okay, and what sets her apart as an artist from other R&B vocalists, female, that you think?
I just say she's young, you know what I'm saying? So the integrity and the truth in what she's saying, you know what I'm saying, mixed with how she's really a sweet, innocent girl if you speak to her, you know what I'm saying? But she's seen a lot, so her twist on it and her take on it is unique.
From the way Teairra Mari's career launched, it felt like she was destined for elite status, straight to the top. Her mentor, Big Mike of Kiss Productions, shopped her demo to multiple music execs until it finally landed on L.A. Reid's desk. One listen was all it took. Reid saw a star instantly and signed Teairra to Rockefeller's /Def Jam right after she turned 16. But it wasn't just the voice. Teairra was young, striking, and carried an urban edge that L.A. Reid and Jay-Z believed could dominate commercially, first with the black audience, then beyond as her brand expanded. Everything was calculated. The image, the rollout, the story. By the time her debut single Make Her Feel Good dropped in 2005, the numbers exploded. She was still a teenager, and people questioned whether audiences would really connect to such a bold record coming from someone so young. Those doubts vanished fast. The song took over, demand for Teairra surged, and Jay-Z knew they'd hit gold. She was branded the princess of Roc Nation, her face everywhere, red carpets, interviews, non-stop exposure. Then suddenly, the momentum slowed. Not because Teairra lacked drive, but because label politics crept in and trapped her at the center. Rockefeller was drowning in creative and financial tension. Executives clashed over artists, vision, and control, made worse by Jay-Z pushing for more power. When the dust settled, Jay-Z emerged as president, effectively taking over. What Teairra didn't realize was that this shift spelled danger. Because once Jay-Z was in charge, it only took a few quiet words from Beyoncé to flip everything. At the time, Beyoncé was his girlfriend, and her influence was massive. She was rising beyond Destiny's Child, fueled by her solo breakout Dangerously in Love. In R&B, her opinion carried weight. One day, after watching the girls perform, Beyoncé casually approached L.A. Reid and said one thing: Rihanna was a beast. She didn't push. She didn't argue. She didn't have to. That moment was enough to shift the spotlight and push Rihanna straight to the front.
I signed Rihanna, and we had a showcase. And at the showcase, there were two artists performing. Her name is Teairra Mari, and she's a really sweet girl. And the truth is, I was paying a little more attention to her than I was to Rihanna. After the showcase, Beyoncé just gave me one of those looks, and he said, "That Rihanna girl, she's a beast." And she looked away, right? And I was like, so I did a Rihanna double take.
Rihanna immediately started praising Beyoncé, acting like she was the blueprint every artist should follow. And once Jay-Z gave her the cosign, the momentum became unstoppable. But here's the twist. She only did all that because she knew the attention wasn't random. Def Jam didn't suddenly decide to notice her out of nowhere. Before the label shakeup, the spotlight was firmly on Teairra Mari, and everyone knew.
Love her. And so has she given you any kind of advice or?
Yeah, she actually wrote me this cute little letter, and she signed it with her autograph. It was so cute. When I first met her, and she wrote, She was telling me, just let loose when you perform and just have fun and be in control.
Now, Rihanna and Beyoncé are not friends. And judging by how things have played out, they might never be. They're more like frenemies, cold, calculated, and full of hidden tension. Even though Rihanna was signed under Jay-Z's label, she and Beyoncé never dropped a song together. So why did Beyoncé push her forward? Was it a favor to Jay-Z? Or did she genuinely see something special in Rihanna? If you ask Teairra Mari, it wasn't about talent. She claims Beyoncé was strategically trying to undermine her without making it obvious. Reports suggested Beyoncé saw Teairra as a serious threat to her brand. After Teairra's debut single, people couldn't stop comparing her to Beyoncé. Their music, their stage presence, even their style felt eerily similar. When Teairra's debut album Rockefeller Records Presents, Teairra Mari dropped, Rolling Stone critic Christian Horde wrote something that fueled the comparison. He said, apparently Jay-Z just can't get enough of Beyoncé, having scored the real thing as his girlfriend. The Def Jam Press is releasing records from a couple of pretty young things who obviously spent some time studying Miss B's playbook. The debut from Detroit native Teairra Mari is full of nosy pruning and sex appeal. The comparisons got so loud that Def Jam practically fueled them. They even placed Teairra in Beyoncé's roles and gave her Destiny's Child's Lose My Breath, while Rihanna took Kelly's part. It set Teairra up as the next it girl. And that's when Beyoncé reportedly decided she couldn't allow it to grow. With Jay-Z as her partner, all she needed was a few words to make the whole industry pivot. She cut the competition off at the root before it could become too messy.
I got dropped from Rockefeller on my prom day. You know, they
Getting ready for the prom?
Yeah, honey, getting ready. I was putting lotion on my legs, got a phone call, ring, ring. Hey, yeah, we're gonna be letting you go. I was like, oh. I didn't even tell anybody that day. But, you know, I was depressed for a little minute. I got back up. I was only 18 years of age, so it was time to get back up, get back out there, and you know, just show my resilience. And that's what I'm doing now. And I'm here, new deal with Warner Brothers, for real. So God is good, baby.
Everyone thought Rihanna was going to be a one-hit wonder, something that wouldn't last. So imagine Beyoncé's shock now that Rihanna is being spoken about in the same breath as her, and sometimes even seen as more successful. Ouch. But after all the behind-the-scenes plotting, the one who got crushed was Teairra Mari. She was dropped right as she was preparing for prom, and Jay-Z didn't even call her after promising he'd always protect her. That was the moment Teairra realized there were no real friends in the game, only people who say what you want to hear if it benefits them. She tried to move on and signed with Warner Brothers, but once the momentum is gone, it's nearly impossible to regain. She still had hits like Sponsor, but the industry blocked her anyway. BET's 106 and Park refused to play it, and BET even banned the video, claiming it was detrimental to young women. Like, really? The same industry that promoted countless other songs suddenly got a conscience when it came to Teairra. This was also the time Rihanna's star was rising globally. Someone was clearly working behind the scenes to remove any competition. When Sponsor didn't get her the push she needed, Teairra switched gears and joined love and hip-hop, but that move was basically career suicide. It hurt her image and left her in worse shape than before. Her music career was derailed so badly that she never reached her full potential. The internet still talks about how unfair it was. And then there was the 50 Cent drama. He reportedly ended whatever was left of her career because she allegedly owed him $30,000. As usual, people still say the industry cheated her. Teairra Mari was the girl we knew, and I was shocked when I saw her on Love and Hip Hop. Maybe she wasn't willing to play the game. Maybe she refused to worship Beyoncé like everyone else does when they meet her. I love Rihanna as an artist and businesswoman. Her songs fit her voice, but her singing isn't beast mode. Beyoncé was wrong for that. Yes, Beyoncé may have felt threatened by Teairra, but what do you think? Was Teairra Mari a real threat, and did Beyoncé have to cut her down? Sound off in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye, baddies.